A Democrat from Florida is suing the Biden administration in order to protect gun rights. Yes, I know April Fool's Day was 19 days ago, and I know today is April 20th. I'm not high and I'm not joking. This is real news that actually happened. Today we're talking about how the Agriculture Commissioner, Nikki Freed from Florida, is suing the Biden administration regarding the use of medical marijuana and firearms prohibition. This is a pretty interesting one to talk about. We're going to take a look at some of the responses this Democrat's supporters had, and it's fairly interesting to see some of the hypocrisy coming from them when it comes to doing something that they like and doing something that they don't like. Because apparently you should go to jail if you want to do both, but not one or the other. Before we get going though, I do want to say thank you to GUNSPOT for supporting this channel. GUNSPOT is a great place if you're looking to get rid of or acquire new firearms, accessories, all that kind of jazz. I very much appreciate having their support. They are a new kid on the block and are looking to make a difference in the previously cornered market. I'm very appreciative of having their support. If you want to check them out, use the link that will be down in the pinned comment below. So Nikki Freed, the top Democrat in Florida is how she's being referred to as, recently made the news because she is filing a lawsuit that targets a federal requirement that prohibits medical marijuana users from purchasing firearms. So for those of you that don't know, weed is still federally illegal. I live in the state of California. Many other people live in states where it's either medically or recreationally legal to smoke weed or buy, sell, whatever, weed. Many states, unfortunately, you still cannot do that without breaking the law, but it's worth noting that even in states like California where recreational marijuana is legal, when you fill out this federal form, the 4473, you have to answer a question about your use or lack of use of marijuana. And it even after these changes in state legislature occurred, the feds made a change to the 4473 saying, warning, if you smoke the devil's lettuce, you're going to go to jail, even if it's legal. Because if you own guns and you are an unlawful user, which the federal government still sees you as, regardless of state laws, you cannot own guns and be an unlawful user of a controlled substance, which marijuana is. Kind of crazy. Now, we saw some people commenting on these posts saying, oh, this isn't true. And it's just kind of crazy that people don't actually know this, because one guy with a blue check mark, John Molnar, said, this isn't even a thing. The question is unlawful users. Medical marijuana patients are lawful users, and this question doesn't apply to them, meaning it doesn't infringe on their rights to own, carry, or purchase firearms. I have both my CCW and medical marijuana card, as do you. Quit playing. It's kind of funny when people accidentally admit to felonies. I don't think this should be illegal, and most of the people that answered on my community tab also don't think that this should be illegal to smoke weed and also own a firearm. We're not discussing being under the influence of drugs and alcohol while carrying or while participating in firearms activities. We're talking solely about just owning guns and occasionally being inebriated. So it's kind of crazy when people just accidentally admit to felonies like this, because they truly thought that the 4473 form that said, hey, you cannot smoke weed even though it's legal in your state, didn't apply to them, because the federal government still thinks this is illegal. And this is a big deal. Now, Florida is one of those states where you have a lot of gun owners and you have a lot of people that enjoy marijuana. So it's kind of interesting to see how this is going to play out. Critics of her are bashing the fact that she is attacking a Democrat during an election year. These sort of politics where you just blindly follow your team, even when your team is wrong, it's just kind of messed up in my opinion, but people will still blindly do it. Now, one person posted on Twitter said, a candidate in the Democratic Party for governor of Florida had 2 reasonable takes in the past 24 hours, and of course, the liberals are trying to cancel her. She posted a tweet, I'll show it on the screen, saying, peace out to the TSA mask mandate, but also peace and respect to others whether wearing a mask or not. A very reasonable take to have. And then also the fact that she now wants to sue the Biden administration for infringing on your gun rights because you might just happen to smoke weed medicinally or recreationally. Kind of interesting how the Democrats are now turning against her because they're attacking Daddy Biden. I'm curious what you guys have to think about this. Let me know down in the comments below. medical marijuana and recreational marijuana, in my opinion, are probably less dangerous than things like alcohol. The problem, though, is that with weed, it's been illegal for so long. I think there's just a lack of studies that have been done properly. A lot of people love saying, oh, weed is great for XYZ. But the science is kind of just pseudoscience, in my opinion, about a lot of the claims people make. A lot of it's just, oh, hey, you know, I smoked weed and then my back pain went away. But maybe your back pain was just kind of going away anyways, and maybe the weed just helped you relax. So I don't know. It's fairly interesting to see, and I hope that in the future we have even more information so people can make better and more informed decisions, because we see how prohibition didn't work with alcohol. It's not working with drugs. And it seems like in states where guns are really prohibited, guns still happen to be in the hands of people who shouldn't have them, and criminals do bad things while good people are forced to be at the whim of the criminals who are willing to do bad things. Let me know what you guys think down below. You guys know the drill. Have fun, be safe, stay dangerous. Peace.